special. Gardening, frosty weather. Forecast, England, UK 24.
Well, there we go. If you weren't feeling cold before, you are now.
Well, I'm feeling festive actually.
Yes.
After that, yeah.
It's back.
That's the idea.
Alan Titchmarsh and Debbie Weissman joined us now. Good morning.
Good morning.
When we feel cold, you evoke that wonderful wintry feeling, and yet you made it in the middle of the summer.
Yeah, but I'm so grateful to Carol. We're very grateful to Carol for bringing Frost. Our launch day is Friday. It comes out on Friday, the album. And that's the coldest day of the year so far. Carol, thank you. I mean, it's really good.
She likes to do that for all of our guests.
But we recorded it in May, and it was a glorious sunny day when we recorded it at School Farm Studios, where we did Alan's narration and the vocals. The music was recorded in Vienna with the Vienna Symphony and Orchestra. They were amazing, and we put together the Alan story, which he sent me by email one day and just popped on my email, Jack Frost, popped it on the piano, and set it to music, and it happened so naturally, didn't it? They're just the way the words and music flowed together, and I was able to set his lovely magical story to music, and it was such a treat.
Well, it
such
comes
a
from a
treat.
Yorkshire childhood. You know, when I was young, we didn't have central heating then, and the ice would form on the inside of your window, and you'd scratch it off, and you'd look out. I was born and brought up in Ilkley in Wharfdale, and you'd look out on a landscape very much like this one behind us, and it had all been transformed overnight. And we just wanted to make a family tale for Christmas.
Wow, cool.
And there's something magical about Jack Frost. I remember my grandparents used to say, there he is in the garden. We thought he was a real impish figure that we just hadn't... Sorry, John.
Yes.
To
The thing is, I mean, look what he does. He's
well, exactly.
more
the
real than
magic
Harry
of it.
Potter.
Yeah. But you tap into that mystique, I suppose, in it.
And magic too, and particularly nowadays, to have family entertainment of any kind, and to use this music and words. It's a story, you know. It's bound to be compared with The Snowman, but which we've all loved for 40 years. And we thought it'd be lovely to do something which would be taken to the nation's hearts, hopefully, in the same way, because the music, she's such a good composer. Great tunes.
And the great thing is, it's a 30-minute piece, and actually Alan's premiering the whole piece on his show on Saturday on Classic FM, which is great. But also there's a song in it which is sung by a soprano, Grace Davidson. He's got this beautiful, ethereal, wonderful, pure voice. And she sings the Jack Frost song, and Alan's written the lyrics. And again, he sent me, just popped it up on my email, this lovely lyric, which I then set to music. And so the words came first and the music followed. And it was really natural. So she sings a Jack Frost song. We've also written a couple of carols together.
Wow.
The album, 2 new carols, brand new carols, which is
You should
another.
keep your plants indoors if it's frosty outside. My advice.
Yeah, but it's nice to have some new ones.
If you can.
Yeah.
If they're stuck outside, put some bubble wrap around them.
Yeah, the words
Keep them
and the
warm.
music will only
Protect them from the
together
frost.
as well as they do here. If you
Especially the young sapling trees.
And there's obviously a real friendship.
But we didn't know we would. We did an album.
All right, you hear
2-3
them.
years ago
Oh,
called
Mr. Jack Frost will get your tree or plant
which is poems by me
and
about
kill it.
different plants and flowers.
Or our hardy
Peony,
plants
snowdrop,
will be all right.
sea
Or hardy
rose,
plants
and
will be
then
up for the wintry weather when it's
but
cold,
they were
frosty outside.
individual. We just
And you do know this,
but to
snow
be able to
protects
do it
plants
with
from
the words
frost,
and
did you know that?
music, for a writer, this is
Yeah,
such
it
a
does.
treat to work with somebody who says, I can do that. And I sent it in, and she doesn't alter it. I mean, I was a choir boy when I was little, so I think there's music in my life.
Really,
coming
mate?
through. But
Wow, cool.
We
Isn't he a
found
star?
the new Gilbert and Sullivan.
Yeah.
Or Morecambe and Wise, one of them.
And Debbie, you said it sort of came naturally, it was effortless. I mean, I've never composed a musical score for anything, but how often does that happen when
It's
actually...
quite
just-
rare, actually.
Yeah,
It's quite rare. And I think it's a sort of chemistry thing. The chemistry works, that
It's very cold this morning. We've got temperature of -1, -2, of course, working 10 locally this morning.
Find the right tune.
Quite a hard
it works, the tune,
frost
the
outside.
melodies flow.
I'm not joking.
And it's such a... It's
In the next few days, the Basingstoke Canal starts freezing up.
It's quite emotional then when you
He
hear
starts crying in the
Well, I
studio when
don't.
Do you really?
He does.
Well, yeah, because
Yeah.
you're not quite sure when you're writing where it's all coming from anyway. But to write a carol like Tell Me Star or a stable carol, which talks about all the animals in the stable, and did they know what was going on, that kind of thing. And then when you hear it set to music, you think it's the old Sam Golden thing, it's made something bigger than both of us, and it's a thing, and it is magical and emotional too. And I hope when people listen to it, because Debbie's tunes are so easy to assimilate. They're not complicated. They're wonderful, and you can hear this once and then you can sing it, and it's just a lovely
And
thing.
we had such a treat because one of the carols, Tell Me Star, is sung by Cerys Matthews, and we sent her the song because we wanted, a lovely singer to perform this song. We sent her the song, and she was practicing it in her kitchen, and apparently her son, Red, came into the kitchen as she was practicing it, and they started singing it together. So then I got a call from Cerys saying, what do you think about if my son, who's about 12, sung with me?
Here we are. They're at it.
Can we hear a bit?
Yeah.
Now that makes me emotional.
It was just so, this was Cerys's idea. She'd never sung with her son before, ever. He was just practicing with her in the kitchen. She rang me up and said, what do you think? I said, absolutely. She sent me a little demo of the two of them together. And the amazing thing is, their voices perfectly blend together and they sound similar. So when they sing harmonies, it's almost like she's singing them with herself, but her younger self. And it's just beautiful. They sing it so delicately and so beautifully. And that's a special treat. He was crying all the time.
Wow.
When you're recording the voice and you're doing that live with the music, I mean, how do you hold it together?
Oh, well, in that case, you have to. I mean, that's the professional bit. But they were singing their
Amazing.
and I'm just standing at the back watching, thinking, I don't believe I had any hand in this at all,
This afternoon we're going up to RHS Harlow Car and we're doing a live performance of it. Alan's narrating with a smaller band than we had on the album, a smaller group of musicians.
Alan
But when
Titchmarsh,
he gets behind the microphone
famous
and
guy.
he's reading, he, as you say, just professional, and he just does it, and he's so natural, and he just does it brilliantly in the way I'm conducting the music, and it's all fine. Get him in the studio, tears everywhere.
Oh, an emotional
Well,
roller
if it doesn't
coaster.
affect
Wow.
you as a writer when it's gone with the music, then how are you going to expect it to affect an audience?
Yeah.
And if it affects me as a parent and a grandparent, it'll affect, I think, every other mum, dad, granny and grandpa who, not just the carol, but the whole Jack Frost thing about the magic. And gosh, we need a bit of magic today.
Yeah, it'd be lovely if people settle round the fire with their favourite hot drinks, sit back and